Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatin. In this project, I will explain about user account class, which is it is a base class. So in this project, I will more focus on the base class. So I will just explain this one class. Okay, based on our UML diagram, the user account have attribute such as name, ID, password, and its method, login function, generate ID, view profile. But in this classes, it doesn't make sense if the user need to log in without create account. So I will add another function, which is create account function. Okay. So here in my code, we have class user account class, and it's private, string name, string ID, and string password. This we do it as a private because we want to prevent it from direct access. And then we have for public, we have constructor, user account, string and string p. This we want to initialize the name and password. For destructor, we use the destructor because we want to clean up the object after the program, after we terminate the program or finish the program. And then we have accessor, get name, get ID, get password. This accessor is used if we want to retrieve or get the data from outside the class. And then we have mutator. Mutator is if we want to we use it because we want to modify the data, the private data. And we have the function declaration, or we call it member function. So we have void generate ID. In our UML diagram, we use string, right? But I changed it because generate ID, we can directly assign it to the private. So I changed it to void. And we have string create account, string login, and void view profile. And then I add a little bit void welcome page to show the display. Okay, for my implementation file for function declaration for function definition. So this is the function definition, constructor, user account. I just use based on the function declaration just now, and did the destructor, and then accessor just want to get the data, and then we have mutator to set the data, and then for the generate ID, I just use ID and based on the name that the user entered, and plus with the apa ni? Underscore 123. So if I put Fatin, so my ID will be Fatin underscore 123. And for user account, for create account, so I will store the name and password, and based on the name and password, I will generate ID, which is over here. And then it will return account created successfully and give your ID. And so for the login, if the ID match with the ID that's stored and the password is matched with the password that's stored, so it will return success, or else it will return fail. So for view profile function, it will display the name, ID, and password of the user. So this is the welcome page to display. So in here, I have made like a front page, like a front page lah. So the user can choose whether they want to create account, to log in, view profile, or exit. So let's say that if I enter 1, so the user need to enter name and password, and they will create the account. If the user enter 2, they need to enter the ID that has been generated and the password. And also, if it's success, if the login ID is true, so it will display login successful, or otherwise it will display login fail. And if the user choose option 3, it will display view profile, this one, user profile. And if the user choose 4, it will terminate program. So goodbye and terminate the program. And else, if all of information is like other than 1, 2, 3, 4, it will display invalid choice, try again. Okay. And for our main function, we have this user account user. This is our object user. So this object will by default, it will call the default constructor, and then we have welcome page to end user to display our welcome page. So this is how I run. The program will be. Oh, sorry. So this is how the program will run. Okay, let's say I choose number 1. So I will enter my name, Fatin, and password. Okay, it said account created successfully, your ID Fatin underscore 123. Okay, this is my ID. Okay, for the second step, let's say that I want to log in. So I will enter Fatin underscore 123 and enter my password. So it will say login successful. Okay, and then let's say that if I enter the ID incorrect, let's say Fatin 123 without the underscore, and then enter my password, okay, it will display login fail. And then let's say I want number 3, I want to look for my profile for number 3, and it will display the user profile, my name, my ID, and my password. So if I enter 4, which is I want to exit, and then it will say goodbye and terminate the program. So this is the base class, user account class. That's all from me. Bye.
I'm going to present about my class, which is BookingSession class. First, this is my header file. It contains the declaration of the BookingSession class. So the private attributes are date, time, and trainer. This class also demonstrates aggregation relationship with member class using this pointer. Also shows the composition relationship with the payment class. This and this. Okay, this means that the payment part is part of the booking session, and if the booking session is deleted, then payment will also be destroyed. However, for the membership, they can exist independently. So, okay, these are the constructor and destructor, the getter, setter, and functions. The prototype. So next is the implementation file. Okay, this at the top here there is 3 array: date list, time list, and trainer list. This array store predefined values for booking selection. Next, okay, the constructor initialize the booking details to empty value right here. And for the destructor, it is empty because no dynamic memory allocation is used. Then these are the getter again and the setter. Okay, so next is the for function. The call session, we stores the selected date, the time, and the trainer, and into the booking session object. For the edit session, we do the same thing as the create session, but we update the value that we want to change. Next is the cancel session. They clear all the booking details if removing the session, so the session will be 0. And last is the view session. It will display the booking details, and if no booking is made, then it will show this prompt. View session, they will also show this prompt if we want to proceed to the payment, which will be done by my other teammates. Okay, this is the run booking system, the normal function that we do, and then last is the main function. It simply calls the run booking system function to allow testing of booking and actually leads to payment start after the viewing session. This one. This shows the composition. I will now run the system. Okay, first select one to book the session. These are all the available dates. Select, let's say, 15. Then select the time and the trainer. So to edit it, we can press 2 to edit the booking. Select the dates, the time, and the trainer again. And if you want to view the booking, press 4. This is the booking details. If you want to proceed to the payment, press N. And let's say you want to cancel the booking, press 3. It said booking session cancel. So let's say you want to pay, so we need to book a session again. Okay, booking, so let's view it. Okay, the booking details, then proceed to payment. Okay, it will redirect the user to the payment system, which will be done in the payment class.
Hi, so my name is Saffuwan, and I will explain my classes that I've made, which is the membership, and another one is the feedback. But I will do the membership first. Okay, so this is my header file. There is nothing much that I changed from the UML diagram here. I just copy everything: member status, member duration, and I added the constructor, destructor, the getter, setter for the variable, and the function. I add the run membership, and view membership. I add the run membership and display membership status only for this one. Okay, so let's just and for the run membership, I create the function so that I can call it from the main function. Yeah, I just can call run membership and it will go here. So I will explain this one. I think so this is the constructor. I set the member status to false and the member duration to 0. This is the destructor, the getter, and the setter for all the variable. This is the run membership function, and for this one, I will use the do while loop. So let's just run it here. So when I run it from the main here, it will go here first, the display membership menu, which is this one, the display membership. Okay. The display membership menu here, it will display this one. That's it, and it will go to enter choice. If choice is one, so this is if I already have a member, it will display this. But since I don't have a member, if I put 1 here, it will prompt me into here, which is to select the membership lah. So for example, I will put the monthly membership to 1 here. Then it's going to be membership successfully registered for monthly tier, which is this one. It will go to this function, and it will print this one. So if I put register membership again, since it's true, I already have the membership. So if I put 1, now you're going to print you are already an active member. So I cannot buy a new membership. I need to terminate it first, which is 2. Here, if I put 2 here, it's going to go to the terminate membership, which is this one. So if I don't have an active membership, and it will terminate from this one. I will show later. But since I have, it's going to display this one. Yeah, membership has been successfully terminated. So if I put 2 again to terminate again, it will prompt that I do not have an active membership to terminate. Okay, so if I put 3 right now, it will go to view membership status, which is this one. So if right now I'm false, right, it's going to print this one, inactive, none. So if I just enter, we're going to inactive and none. But if I register again, I will put this time I will put 2, right, for the yearly. So I successfully register for yearly, and if I put the view membership, it will print this one. Since I put 2, it will going to print yearly here. So enter. As you can see, it's going to say that I'm active and my duration plan is yearly. And that's all. So if I put 4, obviously it's going to exit from the membership display. So now we can go to the feedback. Okay, so first of all, this is the header file. There is a lot that I changed here actually. We didn't think that much during that time. I add the username. This is for the improvement. So we know who submit the review. Integer here is actually the feedback counter for each of the user. Here, yeah, I put the constructor, destructor, data, etc. for each of the variable, and the function used here. Okay, I just add the run feedback here, same like last one. I put it so that I can run the feedback straight from the main. Then we go here. This is the constructor. I initialize the rating gym and rating trainer to 0, comment gym and comment trainer to blank string, empty string. This is the destructor, this is the getter, this is the setter, and for the setter, for the rating, I just add some error checking here. Invalid gym rating must be 1 and 5. This one as well. I just add error checking for the setter there. And we can go to the run feedback. So let me just run. So when I run, it will do the do while loop. So it will looping this one as long as the choice is not 3. So if, for example, this one I use the switch case instead of the if else like the previous one, just for the variation. And if I put 1 here, it's going to go to the submit feedback, which is here. So I just submit feedback. So for example, I can enter my username, let's just 1, and rate the gym. Here I also add another error checker here. So for example, let I just say 6. Sorry. So let's say I put 6 here, then I cannot. So I just need to put 5. And also for the trainer, if I put 7 there, also cannot. Let's just say another 1, I guess. Yeah, 1. So I can comment by gym like good, great, which is this one. This one. Comment the gym, G++. Feedback submitted successfully, which is this one. And we will go back to the loop. Where's my loop? Sorry. Okay, go back to the loop. And then I can add another submit feedback here, just to show the array working. One, I guess. Then we put 4, 3, good, great. Yeah. So if I put the case 2, which is the view feedback, if I enter 2, it will go to the view feedback, which is here. So for the view feedback, we'll just exactly print the array 1 by 1. So yeah, put 10, you can see from 1 and from 1 and all of the information like feedback from user. Yep, that's it. And obviously, if I put 3, it will exit the feedback system. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much.
So, Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today I will be presenting my implementation of the WorkoutPlan module for our gym booking platform. So firstly, we're going to start with the header file. The class encapsulates the 3 private attributes, which is goal and SSS type as string and duration as an integer. Our public interface contains the default constructor initializing these two blank or 0 values. Basic getters and setters and 3 key methods, which is create plan, update plan, and view plan. So, looking at the implementation file, my default constructor sets clean initial states. A key designated element is the update plan method. It allows a trainer to modify the exercise type and duration, but leave the core fitness goal untouched. This prevents a user's target muscle gain from being accidentally overrated during daily routine updates. So, regarding the class relationship in this class, WorkoutPlan acts as an independent entity in the subsystem, holding its own data attributes directly rather than relying on any other class or external object pointers. So let's try to run the code. So firstly, we will create a workout plan. So I'm using the option 1. So I want to weight loss. So my exercise type probably will be number 3 and in 45 minutes. So the workout plan system is successfully created. So if you want to view, we just press number 3. And that's it. The workout plan just will be as output. So next class is payment class. So this class will handle the transaction processing and fee calculation. In the header file, it contains two private attributes. Firstly, payment status to track transaction completion as a bool, and member discount as double to store the rate deduction. It also features a crucial pointer attribute, which is the membership member, line 14. Our public interface include the constructor, disruptor, and standard gift acceptors alongside calculation payment and view payment. In the implementation, the constructor safely initialize the pointer to null pointer to track transaction completion and member discount. Member discount to track the member discount. And stated the constructor safely initialize the pointer to null pointer and status to false. Inside member discount, I implemented a validation design decision. It checks if the input is strictly between 0.0 and 1.0, protecting our financial calculation from getting invalid data, which is such as invalid negative numbers. So this class directly demonstrates an association relationship, which is specifically in aggregation. The payment class will be pointed to a membership object. This relationship is implemented in calculation payment. The payment object calls member get member status. If the user has an active membership, a discount rate is applied. Otherwise, they are checked based on the original price. So the lifetime of the membership exists independently of the payment transaction. Let's try to run the coding for payment class. Okay, so processing booking session fee payment. So we will try to select an option 1. So yeah, it's an active membership verified. So the processing only 120 instead of 150. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a nice day.